For those who may not know me, I'm Moses Farrow. I was taken from my homeland of South Korea when I was just a toddler, and I now work as a trauma therapist, educator, and activist. If you look up the definition of adoption in the dictionary, it says it is the act or fact of legally taking someone else's child to raise it as one's own. If we break this down to its core elements, adoption is taking someone else's child to own it. I have seen more people this last year who had identified themselves as being adopted and are now saying they were taken, stolen, kidnapped, and trafficked. I have heard more mothers and fathers say they were coerced, deceived, threatened, and forced to give up their child. As terrible as this truth is, I am pleased to see more victims of this crime replacing the propaganda of adoption with the truth of what really happened to them. Only in truth can proper recovery and restoration begin. I am now repeatedly making this statement every chance I can get, that the human trafficking industry is using adoption as its propaganda to run a global child supply market. This market is made up of international, domestic, foster care, surrogacy, and fertility programs across the world. These days, my activism is focusing on two primary issues involving human trafficking: exposing the child supply market and calling for its shutdown, raising awareness that children are being taken, trafficked, and killed in this child supply market. I am supporting the family of Dakota Levi Stevens, a 10-year-old boy who was crushed to death by his foster care provider who sat on him until he became unresponsive. It is mandatory in Indiana to report abuse to law enforcement. That failure to do so results in a misdemeanor. Levi's family continues to seek justice for stricter enforcement as numerous people failed Levi when he told them he was being abused. His family wants to make sure this doesn't happen to any other children across the country. For those in denial, I have a list of children's names, and it keeps growing. And at some point, I would like to submit it to our legislators and request a task force be assigned to properly investigate this crisis. I know these are harsh and truly unimaginable realities we all face in human trafficking. I have faced backlash from those who are still brainwashed that this is adoption. People have attempted to silence me who are benefiting and profiting in this industry. But I will not be silenced. I stand with all survivors and will continue to expose the truth about this industry. Thank you for your allyship and your continued work. Let's all keep going.